I'm going to start today with doing this new chess personality test. My coach was telling me about it last night. He said he's a swindler. So I'm curious what I'll get. All right, what is my chess personality? What would you play in this position? I cannot resist the sacrifice. Bishop takes h7. Well, does it work though? Bishop takes h7. If king takes, knight takes. It does work, I think, as a Greek gift. I'm just wondering if it's like straight up just not a good move, but the g5 square is covered. The queen, the knight can hop out, the queen come to h5, so yeah, I would play it. I would make a move to improve my position. Nah. Which statement better describes how you would decide whether to sacrifice the knight with g5? I would try to calculate different variations and lines to see if the attack is sound. My intuition will tell me whether 2 pawns and a safer king are worth a knight. Nah. I mean, depending on what kind of game you're playing, I feel like you should probably just calculate. If it were like blitz, then maybe it's just intuition, so that depends. But in this case it's well, it doesn't matter because it's not asking me if I would do it or not. It's asking how I would try to do it. So let's go with calculation. I've already done this, so I'm trying to think. My first ever tournament, I was pretty relaxed because I forced myself to zen out. There has been times where I was a little bit more nervous, but what is the first thing you do when you finish a game? Run game review to learn from my mistakes. Well, yeah. But it depends. If it's blitz, not always, but if it's a rapid game or longer time controls, for sure. Your opponent just played king e2. If it were just king e2, I mean, it's a meme of an opening, so I almost think I might find it more funny. If they do the thing where they're I don't know, I guess a lot of times I'm like, oh my god, who's this guy think they are? I think he is. So disrespectful. They think they can beat me with this garbage, I'm going to crush them. It should be bad to move the king in the opening. I feel good about my chance. Who says that? Who thinks like that? Which do you prefer, a brilliant move, a 99% accuracy game? A 99% accuracy game. Brilliant moves are easy. How do you react when your opponent starts trash talking? It's all part of the game anyways. I started the trash talk. I don't like it, but I keep calm and focused on it. They need more options. They just have the 2 options. What about I don't like it and I can't wait until I beat them, but I'll wait until I respond. I'll wait till I beat them and then just oh, that sucks. You decided to trash talk. Black's king will be exposed for a long, long time after king takes f7, queen h5, check. This must be good. After king takes f7, no. Knight takes, king takes. If queen h5 check, you would pick that knight back up, so that would be good, I think. But not because the king would be, well, it's just because takes. After the king captures, I'll use brute force calculation to see if my opponent can thwart my attack. But what about it's just it works, because knight takes, king takes, queen h5 check. There's nothing else to play other than g6, and then you fork and you take the knight, so you just want a pawn. White as the most promising knight sacrifice. Exposing black's king. How would you more likely justify this sacrifice? I don't really know. I don't understand these questions. They're kind of weird. In this popular opening position, black is threatening the a2 pawn. How would you respond? castles, I would complete my development and sacrifice the pawn for activity. Queen d2, I would defend the pawn. I have no problem trading queens after c takes d4. C takes d4. C takes d4. Queen takes d2. Check. Okay, so this music is crazy. Some of this is good, but some of this is less good. It's all like really dark. Give me like some. Sure. Okay. How many pawns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're sacking one pawn. I don't like giving up pawns though, unless the activity is very promising. Queen d2. Jeez. Dude. I subscribe to this like YouTube channel for the synthwave, the copyright free synthwave, and I do really like his stuff because it's like super cool. He's the only person that I've found that does copyright free synthwave, but like yeah, I want more synthy. It's like dark synth. What's this? Sure. Okay. Yeah, I would go queen d2, I think. So queen d2, and then c takes d4. After c takes d4. C takes d4. Queen d2 check. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. White just captured knight on f6. How are you more likely to recapture this piece? This is like, looks kind of like a Scandinavian position. So, but the king isn't castled either way. G takes is very tempting to get the rook on the G file. Can I draw arrows? No. Bishop takes is probably more sound, just because it's a nice diagonal and you're putting more pressure on that knight on c3, but honestly though, the attack, like if the queen were over here, if there was a little bit more activity like over on the king side where we could actually immediately, if we take on, you know, g6, then bring the rook to the g file, if there was more of a threat there, like I would do it, but here it seems like kind of just ruining my pawn structures. I double the f-pawns. I plan to castle queenside and use the newly opened g-file to attack white's king. Bishop takes f6. I would capture with the bishop, activating my bishop pair while maintaining a healthy pawn structure. Like, it just depends. Lately, I've been more like this. So, when you look at chess position, which are you more likely to do first? Evaluate each player's king safety. Count the material. This position, which would you play first? Knight f3 or f4? Whoa, f4 is... I'm gonna play neither. Well, f4... maybe that's okay, actually. I'm guessing both moves are like somewhat sound. This is an e4 opening, and I haven't been playing e4 much lately. f4. I mean, I'd go knight f3. f4, I can see why that's appealing, but if you could do only one puzzle rush mode for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? Survival or 3 minutes? Honestly, I'm going to say survival, just because the 3 minutes, you have like one whole minute is spent doing the same back rank checkmates, so you can't even hardly get to the really, really challenging the puzzles in like 3 minutes. If you could only play one time control for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? definitely rapid over bullet. If it was blitz, that would be different, but it's 1 a.m. on Friday and your opponent just flagged you in a completely losing position. What do? Go on tilt until 4 a.m. and lose 100 elo. I literally might have done that last night. I didn't lose 100 elo, but I do that like regularly. Yeah, I wish my response was just call it quits and go to bed after. Nah, like you gotta end on a win, and that's how you end up playing till 4 a.m. How many moves ahead do you typically calculate? Well, it depends on the time control, but as far as I can, usually. Have you ever broken anything after a difficult loss? Yes. I broke I think I had a glass of wine once. I was playing Bullet. What a terrible, terrible idea. I don't think I've broken that many things. I have tried to, but I took a wine glass, just fucking shattered it next to me, and like, I'm pretty sure I got it all over my keyboard. Which more accurately describes your opening. I can play openings that I know well and have carefully studied. I just play whatever was in the latest. Nah. Which superpower would you rather have? Infinite, perfect opening knowledge, fastest mouse speed on the internet. Definitely the first one. You can take a free piece in this move, or you can, or you think you can force checkmate, but it's complicated. What do? I mean, it depends on the position and everything and the time, but if I don't see for sure it's forced checkmate, oof. No, I would dig in, because I didn't see it. I dig in and calculate until checkmate. You are the mastermind. I'm not playful at all. Fabiano is a mastermind. Okay, but did he take the test, or are they just saying that? Masterminds always see one step ahead. A mastermind is constantly calculating, digging deep into the position to uncover opportunities to ensnare their opponents. Despite their methodical style of play, masterminds can be emotional, holding a grudge and occasionally going on tilt if they become obsessed with vanquishing their opponent. All right. So what is there? There's Anaconda. That one sounds cool. Just like, I imagine that as like someone who's just solid as fuck and just slowly like squeezes on your position. No big crazy, you know, moves, but artist, assassin, caveman. What's the caveman? Grappler, inventor, jester, machine, mad scientist, magician, mastermind, professor, romantic, swindler. That one's cool. Technician, wild card. Okay.